Hello and welcome to Healing Space. I'm Charlene.
I'm Eric.
And today we're going to be making a creamy veggie soup. I got this recipe from a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Will Young. He makes the soup with oregano, and I put a little spin on it, and I use cumin. Just a little bit of a background, and because this is a healing channel, we want to talk about our vegan journey. So I've been a vegan since 2005. When I started my vegan journey, it wasn't a plant-based diet. I still, although I ate lots of fruits and vegetables, drank water, I still enjoyed potato chips and cookies. But just in the last year or so, I moved from a vegan diet to a plant-based diet, and I dropped a lot of the cookies, chips, and sweet drinks out of my diet. I drink mostly water. How about you, Eric?
Well, I became a vegan November of 21, right before Thanksgiving. You know, my mom was coming up.
Yeah.
And anyway, I've been a vegan ever since, and don't have any desire for meat. A lot of people ask me, do I miss meat? And I really don't. So it's been good, and I like the food. I like the way you cook, and it's really good.
Thank you.
I think that did it for me.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. That's quite a compliment. I will say that when I first became vegan, Eric did not want to have anything to do with it. He said that he could not survive without meat. So here we are. He's been a vegan going on 3 years, and just from a male's point of view, most males that I meet, they say that they can't go without the meat. Yeah, he's almost 3 years and no meat.
No meat.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to tell you the ingredients of this creamy coconut soup. We're going to use carrots, broccoli, 3 stalks of celery, 1 large white onion, 6 cloves of garlic, coconut milk unsweetened,
Sweet corn, mushrooms, and one of my favorites, Italian garlic and fennel plant-based sauces. It's good, really good.
and red pepper. Okay, so now I'm going to cut up all the vegetables, and I'm going to start with the vegan sausage, the broccoli, and the mushrooms, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them up. I'm going to bathe them in sesame oil, sprinkle them with salt and pepper, and roast them in the oven for about 15 minutes. So we'll get started with the vegan sausage. And so all I do with the vegan sausage is I just slice it. Okay, and so I'll set this aside. On a plate, and I'm going to get the sesame oil and the salt and pepper. to put a little salt and pepper on first. Pink Himalayan salt. Not too much, I mean there's enough salt on this sausage. And then a little bit of sesame oil. And then I just want to make sure that all of the sausage gets coated with the seasoning. And then once I do that, I'm going to put this on a baking sheet. And we're going to get ready to put these in the oven. So I try to just give them room to cook. Try not to put them on top of each other because I like them firm. And I don't want them to steam while they cook. Okay, so that's it for the sausage. And I put it on top of parchment paper. Okay. Now we're going to cut up the mushroom. And I just give them a nice slice. You can double them up to make it faster. They just need a rough chop, nothing fancy. The red light on?
Mm-hmm.
And now I want to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. You want to come in closer, Eric? We love cracked pepper. A little bit of Himalayan salt. You can do a bit of salt here because mushrooms need seasoning, and just a little sprinkle of sesame oil. And then again, I'm going to coat all of the mushrooms with the seasoning. And then place it on the parchment paper. Try and make it flat so they'll cook and not steam. But we still need room for the broccoli. So next we're going to cut the broccoli. I like to cut broccoli into bite-sized pieces. Some of them are already in bite-sized pieces. good. Again, we're going to season the broccoli with a little bit of cracked pepper. A little bit of Himalayan salt. And a bit of sesame oil. And just make sure the seasoning is coated on all of the pieces. And we're going to place this on the parchment paper. I'll spread it out really well, again, so it won't steam and it roasts. All right. And now that we got that all together, this is going to go in the oven for 15 minutes. So we're going to cook this for 15 minutes. It's on 460. And next, we're going to cut up the onion. Let me move some of this. Trash up. So when I cut an onion, I just cut off both ends. And take the most outer layer. And I just dice it. Okay, and now we're going to cut 6 cloves of garlic. And what I do is I smash my garlic first, and then I peel it.
onion is starting to make my eyes water.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Dice the garlic up. Alright, that's the onion and garlic. Now we're going to cut the celery. One more. Carrots. Last, red pepper. let's take a look and see how our roasted veggies and sausage is doing. All right, it's looking pretty good. I like the broccoli a little bit brown, and I like the meat just a little more with more texture. So we're gonna keep it in there for another maybe 5 minutes. Okay, and now we're going to cook all of this in my trusty Dutch oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Dutch oven hot, and I'm going to coat the bottom of the Dutch oven with olive oil, and then we'll give that a moment to get hot. Once it gets hot, we're going to start cooking the onions, and we'll cook the onions for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll add the garlic. I don't like to cook the garlic and onions together because I don't like for the garlic to burn. So I think it's hot enough, so I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. Some garlic is seeping in there, but it'll be all right. Okay, I'm going to get a wooden spoon and just move the onions around a little bit. And I think the secret to very good meals is to always season your vegetables as you go. So to the onions, I'm going to add a little bit of cracked pepper. As you can see, we love pepper. Pepper's everywhere. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to use iodine salt. You have to have some iodine in your diet, so I like to use iodine salt at some point in my meal. And then I'm going to cook this for about 2 minutes. The onions have been cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm going to cook this for about 2 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take the veggies out of the oven. They are done. And don't those look good? Those are going to be used as a garnish. When the soup gets done, I'm going to put them right on top of the soup. Okay, so the garlic and onions are looking good. As you can see, I put the bouillon cubes at the bottom of the pot because they dissolve quicker when I, get them a little warm. So that's 6 bouillon cubes. And I'm going to stir that in. Along with the bouillon cubes, I want to add a teaspoon and a half of cumin powder. I just kind of eyeball it. Okay. And then we want to add our coconut milk, and we're going to deglaze the pan with the coconut milk and water. the coconut milk and water. And then we're going to add in the rest of the ingredients. Red pepper, celery, and carrots. And we're going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. We want to cook it right before the veggies start to get soft. We'd like a little crunch to those veggies so we can know that the nutrients are still in them. So we're going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer for 15 minutes. Okay, the soup is done. Let's just get a look at this soup here. What I forgot to mention was we did not put the corn in, but we did add the corn. So all the veggies are there. They're not soft and mushy. They have a bite to them, and we love that. So we're going to go ahead and plate the soup. Eric, this is your bowl. I'm not going to have as much. I had pizza at work earlier today.
All right.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
All right. And then for me, I'm going to take too much. A little bit of broth. That's it for me. And then what I like to do is I like to put the roasted veggies on top and not necessarily in the soup because I don't like them mushy. I'm going to get a teeny bit of broccoli today. I'm not really that hungry. Like I said, I had soup, I had pizza for lunch. I'm going to have a little bit of mushroom, and that'll do it for me. Eric, do you want the rest of this?
Yeah, I put it in a different bowl though. I might get some more.
Oh, okay. So I'll just
leave a little bit.
Yeah, put some mushrooms on there. Okay, and then nutritional yeast. This is a vegan eating person's cheese. It gives the soup a really nice flavor. We like to put this right on top. Plus, it gives us our B12. So we love nutritional yeast. Okay. All right, we plated the soup, and now we're going to taste it. It's very good. You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Mm.
I love the texture of the vegan sausage. It's very nice. So we are going to end this video now.
Yes.
And enjoy more of the soup. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Healing Space. Thank you.